morning.
Good morning.
It's 5:25, July 1st.
Canada Day.
Canada Day for us, 2 weeks ago for you guys. Slept on top of E-Hulk. Nice and cool. 18 degrees Celsius in the morning. Another nice cooler day outside. It just felt comfortable.
Fair.
Coming through Grand Forks. Half a day can feel going to Modern. I'm not going to feel that. Just want a restroom break. I know I have to think about that now. Next one would be Castlegar at the scale. Or the rest area right north of Castlegar. One of those is fine. I have to actually think about these. Spot all the new things. Yeah, things change. It's got a tennis court and a pool in it. What kind of house is that?
A wealthy.
Either a wealthy house or maybe it's a church or something. I've never looked close enough, but I've not seen the pool and
It could be like a retirement center.
what's that?
It could be like a retirement center. Retirement home.
Oh yeah, it could be like a senior center, retirement home, 50 plus. A couple of cycles parked there. A Super B. Oh shoot, that was 50. Yeah, I lasted all of half an hour before I sped. Come on! You gotta last longer than half an hour. Every day. Every day I catch myself at least once. Oh well.
That's my fault totally on that one problem.
How dare you?
Distraction to have with.
No, don't tell my boss that. You can't come with them.
Not true. Well, that's different than me. Timmy's coming there.
Timmy's coming over there. This town that Timmy's in, they have fought Timmy's from coming in for years because of their local chops. Yeah, this little coffee shop coming up is out of business then.
For sure.
Right here, Jitters, they're out of business if Timmy's comes into town. cop car, you can do at least the speed limit.
also trying to see what's new and different.
He's also trying to see what's new and different.
Or what's missing, I should say.
Signaling a little earlier would have been kind, but you signal earlier than a lot of people do, so. What's a full? Okay, that would say Tridom. I bet you he's trying to turn around. I don't know, he's coming down this way. So, Tridom. That's a rented trailer. Oh yeah, I guess they would load something in Vancouver before coming back this way. The only reason those get used is for blue lamp panels, and it's a trailer drop in Bayview, Vancouver City, the one we went to once. We did a live unload because we only had 2 panels on the top, but as a rule that's a trailer drop. Really, really, really tight yard. I didn't have time last night to look at yesterday's video, so I don't know how Jess's voice is coming over. Maybe have a chance tonight to take a look. If all goes well, we'll have a chance tonight. Stepped on the side of a road on a little pullout, so excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. Yeah, almost gave myself whiplash.
You know they call that the old man sneeze.
The old man sneeze?
Or dad sneeze.
Great, I'm old man sneeze. So, like, it was a big group. Maybe that was more than like a week ago. Sun's gonna blind us here very soon because it has come up. There's just a couple of mountains here in our way right now. It's definitely a little smoky here, so you can see all the layers in the mountains. Catch up with you guys after, well, I don't know when. I was hoping we could con Jess into being a cameraman one of these days. Hold the camera while we're loading and stuff.
I need to have my safety gear
on. Once she comes along regularly, kind of gotten used to this place. No, she's not coming along regularly yet. This is just a 2-day thing, today and tomorrow, and like 2 hours yesterday, but
it's enough to make me excited.
yeah, and if I know I'm staying in Canada, I'll pick up Jess as well. Go, hey, staying in Canada. Anytime we know for sure, and it's convenient, we can do it without a detour. The restrictions have been lifted enough over here in Canada that she can come with again.
Today, actually, they opened Canada-wide.
Oh, Canada-wide they opened. Lowered,
BC.
so federal lowered restrictions.
BC says Canada-wide. It says stay in BC, and now you can travel. I mean, you could always do it legally, but now they're encouraging us to go travel.
Cool. And there's the sun again, so yeah, catch you down the road. Brake check on Sunday Summit, and we're heading down. Don't
worry, I'm still here.
You're still here? Okay, she's not gone yet. Tomorrow we're not getting a load in Vancouver. We're just headed straight home tomorrow. And I'm going to load in Lavington, which is east of Vernon. On Monday morning at 9 a.m. appointment.
So you don't even have to get up extra.
I don't even have to get up extra early on Monday. I can just get up normal time. They want me to deliver Tuesday, but that'll be tight. The fact that I can only load at 9, and there's a time change, and it's a full day of driving. So whatever time I leave Lavington, I will deliver an hour later at the customer. The next day. That makes sense, right? Full day of driving plus sleeping. Yeah, that makes sense. My math computes. What's more than a full day driving? That's full day driving from home. You have to add another 2 hours to that.
Oh yeah, and you have to have your timers off, which would be a problem.
So it'll actually be 3 hours later than when I leave. So if I get loaded at 9, get out of there by, I don't know if the tarp load or not, get out of there by 10 or 11, I won't deliver until 2 or so.
So maybe we should pull
I think they pulled over, yeah.
Yeah, so it's cutting close to very regularly.
They'll be cutting close for Tuesday delivery, but I can probably make it happen. So at first they said Lavington, I'm like, oh, we're going to take the Coquihalla. No, we're headed home, so there's no point in taking the Coquihalla. Highway 3 is quite a bit shorter than the Coquihalla. Although running empty, it's about the same amount of time. Higher speed limits.
But you have to say which ones have the most accidents from the traffic tomorrow.
Yeah, everybody's going to be on the big highways. We'll rather drive this highway.
Because usually the Coquihalla has accidents when it's really busy. Because nobody knows how to drive.
And the Coquihalla is going to be extra busy due to Highway 1 being closed.
Yeah.
Due to all the forest
On
fires.
top of all this traffic, yeah, it's going to be crazy on that highway. Rather
So
just,
far I only have 2 cars behind me, but you see all the traffic. I'm not used to all this traffic.
me either, but I haven't been on the road in a while. It's 28 again.
28 degrees Celsius?
Yeah.
28.5 actually.
At least it's big enough that I can read all your stuff. Your other truck was, I had to really look.
As most of you guys know, I'm not really mechanically inclined, so how often do big rigs have to get their oil changed? I just go when dispatch tells me to do it.
If I had cell service, I would tell you.
There's cell service here.
It's a hit and miss if there's cell service.
There's cell service here.
I haven't been on the road.
I'm often on the phone talking to you over here, and then I drop the call at the bottom of the hairpin.
I guess it just tells you how much
You haven't been on the road long enough to know where there's cell service and where there's not. Alright, so remember, heavier load today than we've had in a long while, and also a hot day. We're going to grab an extra gear here. Extra another gear. Fan on. Come down quite a bit slower than normal. I want to do the US front loads. Okay, and there come the lines of vehicles behind us. It's okay, there's a passing lane not far ahead. Oh, good thing I went slow. There's apparently even slower than me truck ahead of us. By the gas station.
I saved the day.
Jess just goes, I thought you were going to fuel up here. I'm like, yes, I was. I'm pretty sure I could have made it to home, but On a really hot day with this much traffic, if all of a sudden there's an accident and we're stuck in traffic forever, I'd like to be able to idle and stay cool. What a sneeze.
Oh, bless you.
Whiplash. Tongue shake.
I don't know if I French yet.
I don't know how to say thank you in French. Yeah, I do.
Not thank you, bless you.
Oh, bless you. Thank you is merci, or merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. Bless you. I don't know how to say bless you in French either. In German it would be Gesundheit, which means good health.
So I'm gonna mix answers anywhere from 10,000, 25,000 to 50,000 to
Miles or kilometers?
miles.
Let's convert those to kilometers.
And of course you have the A schedule, the B schedule.
So 50,000 miles? That doesn't make sense. That,
UI,
you have 20,000 kilometers or 20,000 miles?
25,000.
25,000? That makes sense.
It depends on what it is, I guess.
25,000 miles would make sense. We got our first oil change on this truck at 32,250. I think that's the first oil
Okay, so
change.
20,000 is 32,186 kilometers.
20,000 miles. Look at 20,000 miles is where I got my oil change done. Okay. So my first oil change was 20,000 miles.
Wait, pretty sure.
I should pay attention to that. You know, being a professional and all. How many miles per gallon do I get? I have no idea. But my truck tells me. But you'll have to do the math. I don't know how many miles to the gallon, but I can tell you right now, I haven't reset this. So since I've been driving this truck, the average this truck has done from the day I've started it is 47.5 liters for every 100 kilometers. This being a really heavy load, that number's going to go slightly up by the end of this trip, but then we're running empty home, and that number will go slightly down. Maybe I should reset it after the first oil change now and see what it does on the next run. That's a good idea.
So 47.5.
Liters per 100
That's
kilometers.
12.5 gallons.
So it's 12.5 gallons for 100 kilometers. 100 kilometers is 60 miles. So 12.5 gallons for 60 miles. We want to know how many gallons per mile, right? Or how many miles per gallon. No, everybody always goes how many miles per gallon.
So 4.8
Miles per gallon?
is my guess.
4.8 miles per gallon?
If I did the math correctly.
Did Jess do the math correctly? It'd actually be 63 miles, not 100 miles.
Okay, so it's awesome.
Yeah, I just thought of that. 60.2 something miles.
Okay, well, I'm going with what you told me originally.
readable number if other truckers are reading that number if you run in the flatlands. So remember, I'm climbing Rocky Mountains every day. Still along the Smilkameen River, going through Manning Park. Or not yet, we're approaching Manning Park. No, there's no point to even look for bears. There is no way in the world the bears are out in this kind of heat. Tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning, if we blaze through here, there's a small chance. Even then, it's going to be quite hot already by the time we come through, but not this hot. I've seen 4 bears this year. Last year we saw a lot of bears. The year before I didn't see like any.
The only bears I see are on Planet Zoo.
The only bears you see is on Planet Zoo and on YouTube. You said you saw the bear on my YouTube video.
Yeah, that one I did.
Alright, let's see who's all gonna pass. My guess is everyone. That Super B cornered pretty darn well over here. They took the corner fast. No rookie driving that Super B. I'll take the rough, bumpy side here, guys. You guys take the smooth side. If there's nobody behind us, I always take the other lane. Because this side, we're going to go shake to death for a little bit here. She's rough. She's rough. The skies look blue here, hardly any smoke.
The wind is slowly changing direction.
Yeah, the wind was definitely pushing south, so it's going to bring smoke down this way, but right now, enjoy the smoke free while we can. Ah, it's the Eggman in front of us. Clark. I know they deliver a lot of eggs. I don't know if they do other stuff, but definitely eggs. They need to resurface this highway. Lined up behind me, and then they zoom past me, and it takes me a while to get up to the speed limit. And since today's a holiday, a lot of Sunday drivers out here driving under the speed limit. Yeah, especially people that never drive this highway, they taking their time driving within their own means. Should have just taken the other lane. So, no harm with them driving at their speed. I do tend to repass people that pass me once I get up to speed. like, that big rig I just passed me. Unacceptable. I'm gonna pass them back.
Challenge accepted.
White knuckle. The steering wheel is white knuckle driving. Shouldn't have to drive white knuckle. If you're that, you gotta slow down if you're driving that tight. Like, those hands were almost. Take her easy, relax, breathe. It's not safe driving that stressed out. Mr. RV started passing me and then he bailed out. Catching me, so you go ahead and complete the pass. Oh, you were just letting the fast BMW by you. Got it. I respect that. Good day, BMW. On your block. You got splashed. You got bugged. Well, the wind is right that it's getting it, sort of ish.
Better than it was.
You're doing a pretty good clip. Must be empty, because you wouldn't want to corner that fast if you were top heavy. This much traffic through Manning Park or Highway 3 in a long time. Restrictions lifted. First holiday after restrictions being lifted. Not all the restrictions are lifted, but some they've been relaxed. Restrictions have been relaxed. Enough people have been vaccinated, so they've lifted restrictions. So people are out. They're going to enjoy their first weekend. Probably all going, it is so hot here, let's go somewhere else where it's not as hot. I realize it's that hot everywhere. Is there a section of highway I never record? You guys are looking forward to seeing that section of highway, let me know. I'll make sure I record that section next time. I'll save water. I mean, it needs washing, but we'll save it for another weekend. Maybe this weekend I can measure out everything again. Now that we have the moose bumper, everything, I'd like to re-measure the whole footprint of the truck, all my bridges, my overall length, all of that I want to measure. With the moose guard, can I stretch my trailer out a little bit further? So I would like to do that. Measure late in the evening or early in the morning. I have an idea how to get really accurate measurements. Super Bee.
Join me.
Yeah, we're going up that hill, so definitely a little powering up there. Saturday night. I like that idea. I'm up for that.
For like a sunset.
Yeah. I like the idea. Forget measuring the truck out.
Well, you still do it. You just have to plan your day, right?
Yep. Yep. Just plan it a little differently. Anyway, I'll see you guys down the road here.
I'll still be here.
She says she'll still be here. I might have booted her out of the door, but I'm not tired of her after the first day yet, so. RV never did get past us. They're just kind of following me. About 85 kilometers an hour. That's a rental RV. It's about the size we were looking at buying. Driving up that mountain would be nice, and kayaking Lightning Lake would be nice. I agree. But it's much cooler driving up to that top of that mountain.
Yeah.
Video going through climbing Richter Pass and going through Karamias over the roller coaster, so that was a good video too. So always enjoy those. If you guys want to see those, just click that become a YouTube member button. The cheapest stage on there, 99 cents Canadian. It's the cheapest I could make it. We'll give you bonus videos. And of course, if you want me to send you a button, do the $5 Canadian one and give me your address and I'll send you a button. too. Didn't I say I was going to catch up with you guys down the road?
Yeah.
Yes, we are down the road. Decided to dig out some Kit Kats while we were doing it. While I was doing a brake check. Celsius.
This is 20.
Oh, 20 degrees Celsius. It was 19 just seconds ago.
So much cooler. It's be so much easier to sleep tonight.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be much easier to sleep in this kind of temperature. Don't have the bunk AC going all night, howling beside you. We'll be in a quiet spot too. Won't have brakes zooming by at night. Should be a great night. Clouds are definitely moving in.
The wind has been crazy.
Yeah, there was definitely getting quite windy out there. I just realized I think I've shown this section of highway like really recently.
Oh, but I'm not in it, so it's okay.
I guess so.
Betcha.
I seem to get these patterns where I repeat myself on the same highways, but you guys say you don't mind taking the same highways because the scenery's always different.
But you don't do it every day. If you did,
Kind of is. Tomorrow we're going to start a brand new playlist. We're going to leave Richmond and do a long one take leaving Richmond. And we'll make that a new series for a new playlist.
well, I'm glad I'll be a part of it.
You'll be the beginning of the playlist.
Yeah. I'll be a part of it.
And we'll slowly map out all the way from Richmond to Penticton and then all the way to Castlegar, and then we'll see how much further east we can get it. But we'll make the playlist slowly stretch out that way.
So that noise isn't what you think it is.
Or you secured the laptop,
Yeah.
so something else is clunking back there.
Yeah.
Gotta remember to take her a little easier down these hills because I am heavy. Coming in heavy. Max 110, no thank you. I don't want to get that fast down these hills. We know this lane ends, so we'll cruise in this lane. Looks like a bunch of people are coming off the Coquihalla. That's where all this traffic's coming from.
I think most of them are
there's signs that say Highway 1 and 12 closed due to forest fire. Or at least they got signing over here if you're paying attention. Basically, take Highway 5, which is the Coquihalla. Glad I started that hill slowly. Yeah, the clouds are... The top of the mountains are hidden by the clouds, so we might just get some rain over here. More likely we'll just get dry lightning, which is really bad. Where do you say there's a bunch of dry lightning?
Just east of 100 Mile House.
Just east of 100 Mile House. That caused a whole bunch of new fires up there. Yeah, we are going full fire season now. It's like we just jumped headlong in. Once the fire started, it just...
I think it said 62 fires in 24 hours.
62 new fires and within 24 hours. Yeah, not a good sign.
Look at that one by Castlegar somewhere.
Yeah, brand new one by Castlegar up close to Bombay Pass somewhere, so I predict our roads are going to be changed due to fires. Because we're Lytton, I drive through there quite often, right? So right now that's all closed. Of course, I'm headed the other direction for the next load, so I should be okay. That truck on the other side with all the rebar came from Seattle and is delivering in Prince George.
Yeah, exactly.
Won't get all the way to Prince George tonight, but they'll get there tomorrow morning, deliver, and probably lives in Prince George. Or nearby. Yeah, definitely a different look to the mountains today with slight smoke and then clouds moving in.
There's probably at least 2 dead.
Sorry?
There's probably at least 2 people that are dead in the fire.
Still didn't hear you. There's probably 2 at the fire.
Yeah. 2 dead.
Oh, there's in Lytton. There's at least two people that have died in the Lytton fire.
Yeah.
So it's caused death. Kind of expected that as a fire that moved that quick.
Highway 3 closed by fire. Castlegar.
Highway 3 closed, so Bombay Pass is closed.
I can't get there.
It's Highway 3. It's Bombay. Bombay is closed. Oh boy. Highway 1's closed. Highway 3's closed. Highway 3's got lots of detours around that section, but if the fire burns anything as fast as over here, it won't take long then. Like Castlegar, Janelle, Fruitvale, Monroe's Trail, they're all in trouble. Salmo's in trouble.
Highway 3, between Junction, Highway 3B, and Highway 22.
Yeah, Bombay.
Or 53, and then west of Castlegar to 10 kilometers west of Salmo. So, yeah, a good chunk of
Yep.
that.
Bombay is closed. Yep. As soon as you said the fire was southeast of Castlegar, I knew it was Bombay. Burn in that area, so there's quite a few towns there that they're in the forest. They're in serious danger there, so like our home office could be in danger of this fire. For how fast the fire moved at Lytton, in one day one of those towns could be in trouble. Like tomorrow it'll be interesting to see how that proceeds by tomorrow. I am sure that MTI, the school there, the driving school, is transporting water. They have a water tanker in the yard, and they also have a van trailer that has water totes in it that in emergency they help the fire department. So I am sure they're helping transport water for the fire crews. And school is pretty much going to be canceled right now. The owner of the school is just going to be driving that truck. If I have Saturday, Sunday off.
Yeah, most of Friday.
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday off, and most of half of Friday.
Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking. I wonder if they need an extra driver. I'd be willing to shift and run for the fire.
It doesn't miss a reset.
Oh no. It doesn't affect reset. It's emergency hours. You have no hours of service.
Gotcha.
For emergency services, there are no hours of service. You can drive 20 hours in a day, and there's no legal problems with that.
This is how new to me, by the way.
Oh, they're building a pipeline, so they've screwed up the highway.
This is how new to me.
So they moved the other highway into the center median and got rid of the highway, and they're burying a pipeline there. There's a couple of sections, 2 sections like this. And then once they've buried the pipeline, they have to rebuild the highway where it was on top of the pipeline, and then get rid of this and put a median back in.
Hopefully nothing breaks underneath the pavement.
And if the pipeline blows up, the road blows up with it. Pipelines don't blow up very often, but what's the point of laying all these brake mats down where they're building the pipeline if they're tearing up all the dirt anyway? That one section where I was talking about that on to a different trucker, he just goes, well, they laid the rig mats beside where they dig, that way they're not doing more damage. A couple weeks later, they removed all the rig mats and tore up all that ground. I'm like, what was the point of the rig mats? You literally tore up the ground underneath the rig mats. I get why you use rig mats, but they're not using them very intelligently here.
Could have probably saved a lot of money.
Yep. Could have saved a few bucks. Here the pipeline's going to go up there, so they're going to have to close this section of the highway here too. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot of work building that pipeline. Scale is open. It's Canada Day. Who knows? I predict it's going to be closed. It's warmed up to 25 degrees down here. Still a heck of a lot better than 44. Yeah, it's closed. Figured they wouldn't be working on Canada Day, but you never know.
People are still pulling into there.
There's a bunch of cars pulling into there. Okay, a bunch. 2 cars pulled in there.
But still,
Okay, 2 SUVs pulled in there. I was just gonna say, so tomorrow, like, I already told you what I'm doing tomorrow. Yeah, I already told you guys. Yep, motorcycle stopped over there to stretch her legs. I see motorcycles stopped in there quite often. Little pullers there that just stop and stretch your legs, move around before making a last jaunt into Vancouver. I would struggle taking a motorcycle into Vancouver. No. I would struggle not to break laws taking a motorcycle into Vancouver.
I understood it the first time.
Because you're so nimble on a motorcycle. And look at the gap between the cars on the highway. And all of a sudden you have a traffic jam and you got this beautiful wide shoulder. It would be so incredibly tempting on a motorcycle just to zip by everybody. And you see it every now and then. You see a couple of Harleys and whatever zipping by everyone. It's like, I see why you're doing it. Still highly illegal, but I see why you're doing it. And I should probably not go to Vancouver with a motorcycle because the temptation would be great.
Can't wait till this is ready. Cornfield.
Oh yeah, sweet corn will be ready soon, yes. Yeah. Corn is growing fast too with all this heat. You've got to keep irrigating though. And they are. This kind of heat, it grows fast if it's wet. Here's our next 80 zone. I tend to speed in 80 zones or construction zones if I don't put cruise control on, and my rule is you don't speed in construction zones and in school zones. So I put cruise control on.
So I mentioned that's what that yard was for the whole time, or?
That's where they were storing the pipelines.
Yeah.
There's still pipelines there, yep. Isn't that what I said?
I may have only listened to part of it while I was looking at it.
What? I didn't hear that. Something about news.
Exactly. May have not been listening to you. The whole
You may
time.
not have been listening to me.
The whole time, yeah.
No, I think I told you a year ago when they were storing them there.
You didn't say they were tearing up the highway.
Oh, I didn't know they were going to tear up the highway. Here as well, you see they tore up the highway. Put the other highway in the median. I can get some spatial awareness practice over here. Just see if I can nick all those cones. Construction cones are really good practice to practice your spatial awareness. Every now and then they put the cones so close that you have to just really watch both sides of the vehicle, try not to take cones out. And every now and then it just take one out. It's like, nope, there goes one. Just took one out. I've never launched one like I saw the other truck driver do.
Oh.
He see those big barrel cones on the other side?
Uh-huh.
He hit one of those and it shot over into the ditch. It was just like a rocket going off into the ditch. I'm like, whoa! I've never done that. I've never hit one of the big cones. I've just hit those small little cones. I've hit some of those before. There goes the sun closer for me. I do try to get close to them, like close as I can. It's definitely good spatial awareness practice. And no, I don't try to wipe them out. I try to nick the base. You can see them just kind of give them a little shake. You're like, yep, just barely touch the base. big black bases on them. If you just touch that rubber, the whole cone gives a little shake. There's a little wiggly woogly. I think it's actually illegal to take the cones out. I'm not sure, but I think like if someone drove along taking out every cone, I'm sure they would get ticketed. So 71 kilometers to our next rest area. We'll pull in there and take a little break and then head for our destination. Tomorrow morning I'm hoping to get unloaded before 7 a.m. and just get out of town.
Yeah.
Try to beat the rush hour out of town.
Oh, yes. Rented a Hyundai. Are you one of the ones that passed me? If so, could you please resume your previous speed? Above us on top of the cliff there. Definitely goes from a sunny day to a might rain day.
Yeah, it might rain. Yeah, it went from a very hot day when we were loading, not as hot as the last couple of days. But it went from a hot day, now it's a nice cool day. Or it's a comfortable day. Well guys, I think I'll hang up on you guys again. We'll do the one take out of town tomorrow. I will be back on Monday. Maybe I'll record video going from Vernon to Lavington if I remember. Because I don't think I've recorded that very often. Because I rarely go there. Weekend. We still have 2.5 days off, so I got a lot more work done and still have a decent amount of time off. So and you gotta come with.
Yeah.
It's a huge bonus. I hope you guys like that surprise. I know I certainly did. White line there, please. Please. Your lane, please. Ah, that's better. Thank you. Can you stay there now? Celsius tonight. Yeah, we're not going to be AC tonight. We might very well need the bunk heat.
Yeah. It's usually like around 10 or 12. I think we'll be good.
Well, for how hot it's been, we're going to feel very cold at that temperature. But we should be good without the bunk heat. If you wake up at night and feel cold, feel free to fire up the bunk heat, but...
I don't know, maybe it took me that long just to figure out how to turn off the AC.
It took you too long to figure out how to turn off the AC. Well, nothing like learning. You'll learn eventually.
We won't talk about the zipper either.
Don't talk about the zipper. I told her to zip up the bunk, the barrier between the front of the cab and the bunk, as I got out of the truck to do a post trip. I come back in and it's not zipped up yet. I'm like, what happened? And it's like, I don't know how to work the zipper. It's actually kind of complicated to figure out how to use.
Without breaking it. So the forecast doesn't say rain, so...
Forecast does not say rain. That's disappointing.
Well, it says like 10% chance, but I don't think so.
10% chance means very likely no rain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right, I was hanging up on you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's happening? You guys like the long videos anyway. Well, not everyone. Some people don't like the long videos. I, for one, like the longer videos. I think if I give you about an hour... If I'm running US hours, if I give you an hour of video, I'm giving you 10% of my day. If I'm giving Canadian hours, it's more like an hour and a half I would have to do to give you 10% of my day. But yeah, I'm out of here. We've only got a little bit to go till our destination. Adios. Au revoir. Goodbye. You guys rock.
Thank you.